Stop trying to do God's job. Seriously, some of the stress you're carrying right now might be coming from trying to control things that were never yours to control in the first place. You're trying to figure out how everything is going to work out, when it's going to happen, who's going to change, which door is going to open, and what tomorrow is going to look like. And maybe today, God is reminding you that's my job. Your job is to trust me. I want to encourage you today because I know how easy it is to say we trust God while still trying to control every detail ourselves. We pray about something, we give it to God, and then 5 minutes later, we pick it right back up and start worrying about it again. Think about how exhausting that is. You're constantly running scenarios through your mind. What if this happens? What if that doesn't happen? What if this doesn't change? What if I don't have enough? What if this door closes? What if everything goes wrong? Before you know it, you're mentally living through problems that haven't even happened. And sometimes we even try to control other people. We want God to change somebody according to our timeline. We want people to understand us. We want them to apologize. We want them to make better decisions. We want situations to turn out exactly the way we think they should. And when they don't, we become frustrated. Friend, we got to remember that we can't control someone else's heart. You can't force someone to change. You can't see tomorrow. You can't open every door. You can't prevent every disappointment. And you were never supposed to. There's a difference between doing your part and trying to do God's part. Your responsibility is to pray, obey, make wise decisions, work hard, love people, forgive, keep growing, and continue moving forward. But the outcome, that belongs to God. Sometimes faith looks like doing everything you can do and then saying, God, I've done my part. Now I'm trusting you with what I cannot do. And I know that can be difficult because we want answers, we want guarantees, we want to know exactly how everything is going to work out before we take another step. But that wouldn't require much faith, would it? Maybe you've been praying for something for months, maybe even years, and nothing seems to be changing. That doesn't mean God isn't working. Just because you can't see what God is doing doesn't mean He isn't doing anything. Think about how many things God has already brought you through. There were moments when you didn't know how you were going to make it, yet somehow you're still here. There were prayers you thought weren't being answered, only to realize later that God was protecting you, redirecting you, preparing you, or working something out differently than you expected. That's why I want you to stop trying to carry tomorrow today. See, Jesus taught us not to worry about tomorrow because tomorrow has enough trouble of its own. There is enough grace for today. There is enough strength for today. There is enough mercy for today. So here's the big thing I want you to remember. God doesn't need you to be God. He's asking you to trust Him. You don't have to understand everything to trust Him. You don't have to know the entire plan to take the next step. And you don't need every question answered before you can have peace. Today, release what you cannot control. Give God the people you cannot change, the situations you cannot fix, the doors you cannot open, and the future you cannot predict. Then focus on what God has placed in front of you today. Friend, do your part and trust God with His. You might discover that a lot of the peace you've been praying for begins when you finally release the things you were never meant to carry. If messages like this encourage you and help you grow, subscribe to the channel and become part of this community. I'm going to continue sharing encouragement that helps us strengthen our faith, grow personally, and keep moving forward even when life gets difficult. And while you're here, check out some of the other videos on my channel. There may be another message waiting for you that speaks directly to something you're facing right now. And if you know someone who's carrying something they need to give to God, share this video with them. Sometimes one simple message reaches someone exactly when they need it. Thanks for spending this time with me here. Your growth matters. I'll see you in the next video.